Not recording yet? Nope, not yet. Did it save the picture? Didn't save the picture, did it? What? It saved the damn picture. Oh, there you go. Okay. All right. Thumbs up button, y'all. It's gonna be a quick one because I gotta go. Okay, we do this. All right, because we all right, so we live. Good morning, everybody. All right, thumbs up button, y'all. It's gonna be anyway. So my audio is good. I got good audio now, man. I feel like a legitimate journalist, even though I don't have a journal. I mean, I have a visual communications degree. It's like a journalist degree. Anyway, we're not talking about my degree right now. It's going to be short, sweet, and quick. We're talking about the Dear Mama documentary, which came out Friday this past weekend. They released 2 episodes on Hulu, but if you have FX, they have 2 episodes on FX if you have cable. I don't have cable, I just have Hulu. So anything that comes out on cable, you got to wait, and then it comes out on. But I think it came out the same time on Friday, on FX, on cable, and it came out the same time on Hulu. Anyway, the documentary Dear Mama, directed by Alan Hughes, one half of the legendary filmmaking group, the Hughes brothers, who have made such classics as Dead Presidents, Men's Society, which was their first film, which was supposed to cast Tupac actually at one point. What other movies did they do? They did Jack the Ripper with Johnny Depp. What else did they do? They did another documentary that's really good about Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine. It's called The Defiant Ones. That one was really good. That came out, that particular documentary series came out on Showtime. This one came out on Hulu and on FX. I'm trying to think what else they did. Men's Society, they did Dead Presidents, and they did The Defiant Ones. They did Jack the Ripper with Johnny Depp. Well, I think it was called The Ripper, if I wasn't mistaken. They did some other stuff too, but those are the projects that they're known for: Dead Presidents and Men's Society. Anyway, so one half of the Hughes brothers, Alan Hughes, did the Dear Mama documentary, and for those who don't remember, Alan Hughes got into a little scuffle with Tupac back in the day. They had a little disagreement, which he covers actually in episode 2 of Dear Mama. And basically, here's my opinion on the documentary. Great job, man. This one. Let me tell you something. This documentary is, I would say, it's up there with Last Dance. Remember Last Dance came out during the pandemic? It was about the Bulls, the 90s Bulls and Michael Jordan. This documentary, I think, is better than that. You know, and I like the eye. You can tell that Alan Hughes is a true filmmaker because the way he shot it, the way he put the story, the way he's telling the story, he's using, of course he's using archival footage from back in the 90s of Tupac, but he actually dug a little deeper and got footage of Tupac and his mom that nobody else has. Where he got this footage from, and also he's introducing you to a lot of the Black Panthers that helped shape Tupac and raise Tupac when he was a kid. He got a lot of those Black Panthers that are out of prison now, that were in prison for like 10, 15, 20 years. I believe Matulu Shakur is still in prison. I don't know whether they're talking about letting him out because he's sick. They even have Tupac's aunt, Afeni's sister, her older sister on here. Whoever knew that Tupac even had an aunt? I mean, I'm pretty sure we know his mom had siblings, but we never heard it. Only thing we heard about Tupac is about his mom, and then we would hear about his sister, Sechua, which she's in the documentary too, which we haven't seen her. So they have Tupac's sister. They have one of Tupac's uncles, his mom's brother. They got Tupac's oldest, his aunt, his mom's oldest sister. Her name is Glow, but she's on there, and you can tell where Afeni got her feistiness from. She's kind of feisty herself, very outspoken woman. I don't think she was a part of the Panther, and it's not nothing like that. Tupac was actually very close to his Aunt Glo, which was his mom's, of course, like I said, my mom's older sister. But anyway, this documentary, if y'all haven't seen it, go see it. It is well did. I would say it's one of the best documentaries I've seen since Last Dance. And I've seen a lot of documentaries. The way he put this thing together is so genius. The way he, I want to go back and watch. I watched the first and the second one. I want to go back and rewatch the first one and the second one, because I'm I'm a filmmaker myself, and I'm filming myself. And I want to see how he put this story together. It's so interesting, and it grabs you. I was at the edge of my seat watching it, because the way he put it together is so intriguing, and it's so detailed. And like I said, he's interviewing people that never been interviewed, that cousins, childhood friends that we didn't know Tupac had since he was a baby. People that were there at some of the incidents that happened in Tupac's life that he went to jail for, people that were in the car with him. And yeah, it's good, man. If you haven't seen it, it's called Dear Mama, man. Go check it out. It's really good. I thought Shakur was their real last name, but it's not. They actually got it from a guy that was a part of Black Panther, which they never really explained I think, well, I guess it kind of explained it. Afeni was supposed to be the wife of a man who already had a wife. And that's why, and then I think, I don't know whether she ended up marrying him. I think she did marry him, but he had multiple wives, this guy. And he was a part of the Black Panthers, and she took his last name, which was Shakur. Which, that part, I want to go back and watch again, because it kind of seemed kind of cultish. Even though, because this guy, he was not the Black Panthers itself, but this guy who was a part of Black Panther, who was very outspoken, who these female Black Panthers follow, and he married a couple of them, and one of them was Afeni, and they all had, I think he married her and two other women, and they all had the name Shakur. And I was like, this is kind of cultish. It was almost on some Marilyn, like on some Marilyn Manson. It was almost on some Manson, Charles Manson type stuff. Because he pretty much gave his women his last name. Man, they wasn't married. They had, that's why they were known as the Manson family, because he gave everybody that was part of his cult the last name Manson. So I don't know, that part I got to go back and watch, because it's like, that's kind of cultish, And it, like I said, it had nothing to do with the Black Panthers. It just so happened this guy was a part of Black Panthers, and he was such a powerful speaker that he influenced a lot of the women to follow under him, and a lot of men too. But not like he was being with the men, but he was marrying the women. And it just so happened that one of the women he met, I think, so that's part I got to watch again too. They never said that they got married. They didn't show no marriage certificate. Like this documentary is very detailed. It's very detailed. And like I say, I want to watch it again to really see exactly what the relationship between this guy Shakur and Afeni was. Were they, together, married for real, or she just took his last name just to take, there's no legal, you know what I'm saying? But that's my thing. But the documentary is really good. I believe the third episode, it's 5 episodes. The third episode is going to come out this Friday coming up. And then they're going to follow up with the last 2 the next 2 weeks. But I'm definitely going to watch the one on Friday, the third episode. It's very good. Like I said, I can't stress how much, his eye, Ellen Hughes' eye, and the sound, the way he shot it, the editing is beautifully done. I've never seen a documentary. He should get an award for this. I've never seen a documentary shot so brilliantly. It's really, like I said, it's better than Last Dance. And y'all know everybody was tripping off how good Last Dance was. This is a really good documentary. So shout out to him. Shout out to that brother. If he doesn't get nominated for nothing or Emmy for this, man, Hollywood, you definitely showing that you don't mess with people of color when it comes to, because this documentary should get nominated for something. For the Oscars or the Emmys next year. Anyway, let me know if y'all seen it. People who already seen it, let me know what y'all think about it. Leave it in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'm just a meager YouTubers starting out. Only got 42,000 subscribers. I'm trying to get to 50,000. So if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. Give me that thumbs up button. Hope my sound sounds more professional now. I got these mics. So let me know what do y'all think about my sound as well in the comments. Give me the thumbs up button. Thank y'all for watching. Charles on there as well. Y'all take care.